I took your girl last night, I put her in the lounge. Drop the top, cause she know who I am. Showed her my pinky ring, man, it's by the ground. Every time she see me kid, she knowin', yeah. Now when I take my wrist in that bowl, it's spectacular. Spectacular. My pinky, yeah, it look like it's Africa. Just wanna be me, yeah, cause I'm a bachelor. Up on a nigga, yeah, smoking tarantulas. I see you flexing, acting, you a character. Pull up caterpillar, fuck your today. My wrist, it look like red Kool-Aid, oh my god. Pull up in the phantom in it live. Hold on. Just sucking me like I'm Dracula. Young rich nigga, get your camera. Everybody wanna pull up panorama. Stable every time I pull a camera. Niggas wanna. Everybody wanna pull up panorama. Stable every kilos. I fuck with goddamn Pedro and I know them Rico. Whoa, and I know Diego and I know Eduardo. Can't forget about Nino. Got all the Cheeto. Reppin' the bricks and we send it across the water burrito. Ooh, pull up on the block in the Lamborghini, the kids ring bingo. Who's kids ring bingo? Ooh, like lingo, money long like all of these niggas, they biting that lingo. If you hear what rappers, they sound like the Migo. No story, no lie, no flex. Look at the diamonds on our neck. VVS, ooh, whoa. Money wrong like Limbo. Shout out to our lingo. Goddamn my people, might push a whole kilo. Yeah, me go bands, might cook a whole ground. Yeah, man go food, dropped out of school. But just keep that tool and break it all rules. All my niggas get that do. What I do, you don't need act a fool. Hit him with the uppercut, right. Ooh, yeah. Go Jerry, steady around the curve. He's the hot boss, did about Chevy. That's my word. Hot bossing up in the Chevy. Yeah, this is word. All of my niggas get money, we just keep smashing on girl. Dab daddy. Might pull up in the old school caddy. Got your bitch, she mad at me. Bad niggas, man. Nah, man, we gon' kill him like that, man.
Thumbs up the motherfucking video.
Amigo. We're gonna lead it off. Yeah.
Let's get him. Hold on.
From the jail cell. My wrist so sick it got sickle cell. Working my wrist like a Ferris wheel. You say this and that while my pocket fill. We don't spend no nigga. His head up and show me it's real. We got diamonds and gold, ain't no stainless steel. Independent, we didn't take a deal. I know you heard about the fight. I know you heard about the... I know you heard a nigga ruthless. It's 50,000 for a viewing. Bitch, you see the dab? Hold on. When I cut the coupe, they was mad at me. Hoes calling me the dad daddy. Betting poker chips, I ain't playing Madden. I'm a rich nigga, you can check my status. Passed chemistry and failed mathematics. Money counter do the adding. I bought a carpet from Aladdin. You know what I mean? So I can finesse and do magic.
What the fuck wrong with the nigga? Acting like he don't really know a nigga. Acting like he don't really owe a nigga.
Pull up on the block,
I'll show a nigga. I will blow a nigga. Ain't talking about a motherfucking lawnmower, nigga.
Gas bad to the back door with the bando. Young niggas trap at the corner store, nigga. So many gold pennies on my chain, you would think a nigga want a trophy, nigga. This sucker free don't fool with bogus, nigga.
Just like a wrestler action figure.
Hocus pocus, pull up on the loaders. On my diamond sickles like I got Ebola. Shine, let it go swollen. In the kitchen whipping chickens, make it older. Kill him. Hold on, take off. That nigga with the... Then a nigga running off. His body like it's fucking soft. Ooh. Holding one like we playing golf. I said the take off I been and I call it a toss. Hey, you know how we doing, man.
Let's get him. What's going on, Conscious crew? Let me turn one of these microphones the fuck off. actually. Let me see how I sound. I need a sound check. Sound check, sound check, sound check. How doing? How doing? How doing? Let me pull up my old nasty piece. I think I'm gonna mute this one. Let me see how I sound. Doing. And hold on, let me get this microphone situation right, you guys. I wasn't even gonna be back in the studio, but I just can't wait to get the backdrop that I'm waiting for, because you guys know I ordered a whole new like situation back here, and then it came like super huge. Like, let me see your transcripts, girl. So I had to send it back, get it remeasured, waiting on it, and I damn sure didn't want to film on that 720 shit from my other MacBook webcam. Like, it's just not giving. But also, I need to figure out lighting in this motherfucking studio, because I don't know. I'm very peculiar, girl. So, we got some things to figure out. Nonetheless, let me see how this motherfucking studio, because I don't know. I'm very peculiar. Okay. Let me turn the microphone down a little bit more, then we can get started. How doing? How doing? Okay, so I hope that is pleasant volume for you guys. Okay. Grand Rising. Hold on, I feel like I got so much on my damn screen, bruh. So much on my screen. I have so much on my screen. How doing? How doing? Gosh. Is that Arshawn? Is that our patriarchal sweetheart? Hi, Arshawn. Hi, Leah. Hi. Hey, Phyllis. Okay, you guys. So, first of all, volume check. Is everything clear? Okay? Is the volume okay for you guys? I turned it down because it was 808 booming, bruh. Okay? I know I got a bit of a delay as well in the chat. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, girl. I had a very supernatural Friday. Those of you who are following me on Instagram know what the hell I'm talking about. So if you're not following me, go follow me on Instagram. I just did an old nasty piece of 7-minute live stream, girl. And yes, it's been a very interesting Friday. But you guys know what we're here to talk about. Please thumbs up this video until it's absolutely stuck. Okay, you guys know that thumbing up helps with the algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up the YouTube algorithm and notification system, okay? Because you guys may not know that YouTube only sends out notifications to only 10% of a person's subscriber count. But when you got thumbs up, that translates as desirability, and then boom, pow, boom, pow, boom, pow. YouTube starts doing this job, okay? And then they send out notifications to all the other unsuspecting conscious crew members who are lying dormant and have no effing idea that we are getting into it on this Saturday morning. So please thumbs up the video, whether you are a Bush baby, whether you are a active conscious crew members out here in these digital stream streets, honey, or whether you are a part of the replay gang. Never, ever forget to thumbs up the video. Also, make sure you are subscribing to the platform, girl. We are less than 200 subbies away from 43K, honey. So continue to get the word out, because we're growing, because we're fucking working, okay? Also, what you need to do is keep your notification bell set to all, because you never know what time the king is going to be kinging. Just like y'all didn't know I was going to pull up at 10:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, girl. But look at what the hell we're doing, okay? Also, you know that we are not a monogamous community, girl. We are polyamory and polygamous, which means that there's enough CTV to go around. So you got to share me the hell out, okay? Let them church whores know that a bitch is live. Let them in-law whores know that a nigga is live. Let your ex-boyfriend and ex-baby mother know that a nigga is live. Honey, send this live to your parole officer. I don't give a damn what you do with the link, baby. Just get the link in, okay? With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay. Oh, wait, that is not my commercial. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we are back. So, I kind of got some energy, kind of don't got some energy. So, what may happen right after this live is we may get into a hot topics discussion, or maybe I'll save it for Sunday. I don't know, but I do have a hot topics lined up. Matter of fact, I have like quite a few hot topics lined up because I'm kind of behind in content, just a little bit. Okay. So depending on how I'm feeling, be checking for the platform again. I'll let y'all know when this is all over, said and done. I want to shout out to all of my contributors, all of my PayPalers and Cash Appers. Thank you so much. I haven't had an opportunity to call everybody by name, but I have received all of you guys wonderful, blessed donations. And I want to thank you guys so much because you are helping me to make some things happen as it relates to the goddamn brand. And I can't wait to fucking talk about it. But you guys know the ops are always opting as well. So it ain't but so much I can fucking say. Even about the business, because whores be doing the most. About when it's all said and done, girl. We're going to be getting into some things, girl. Okay, I'm going to be letting you guys know, okay, what I've been doing with all of these tokens of appreciation and love coins, as I like to call them, girl, that y'all been giving the king. And some of y'all have like been, I'm talking about blessing the hell out of the king. So thank you so much. How doing? My lighting just changed, I think. See, something just... These new age cameras, they are so annoying. How doing, girl? How doing? Okay. Everything's back for us. Always something. Okay, so we're here, girl, to get into some Doodie Lo and some FTN Bae, who is $11 million goddamn short of shopping money for the rest of her damn life, baby. Okay, you guys know that Doodie Lo sued the living lace front off of ex-girlfriend FTN Bae because she came forward and claimed in a series of videos, tweets, and Insta stories that he had molested her underage son. Graphic disclaimer, trigger warning, by shoving allegedly screws into the boy's anus. Okay? After a series of lie detector tests, doctor's visits, and of course, an infamous lawsuit that went out, it appears that Doodie Lo has been vindicated. And because he won a $11 million defamation suit against FTN Bae, I'm going to need somebody to check on FTN Bae, baby. Okay? I'm really going to need that to happen, babe. I'm talking about Amber Alert, suicide watch, bitch, okay? Because if a bitch sued me for $11 million, girl, I would fake my fucking death and move to the Niagara Falls, girl. Okay, bitch. First of all, girl, you wouldn't even have found me and served me, yet alone won $11 million of my money, baby. Okay? Maybe I can help you, apply for some PPP loans, baby. I mean, obviously, if you need $11 million from a bitch, baby, you done fell on real hard times, girl, okay? Maybe I can help you fill out some applications, girl. Maybe I can help you to find a local college you can go to, where you can get your master's or your associates and get paid a decent salary to accumulate your 11 million, bitch. Because who the hell you never gonna get 11 million goddamn dollars from? It's me, bitch. I will take it to heaven before I give it to you, baby. Okay? It will go into the coffin with me, bitch. before anybody is about to get $11 million damn dollars. Oh wait, up out of me. Okay? So if y'all don't hear from FTN Bae for the rest of 2023, girl, and you find out that she now identifies as a 17-year-old Japanese boy with a mohawk and is living in the Mediterranean, girl, that's what $11 million after your motherfucking ass will do for you, okay? But you ain't got to take my word for it, girl. We're going to get into a nasty piece of article, child, from no other than Hollywood Unlocked, okay? So let me get to sharing my old nasty piece of screen, child. Okay? Grand rising, everybody. How doing? Thumbs up the video as you are coming into the stream. And let me go ahead and share, baby. All right, honey. Let me get the screen together real quick. How doing? Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Okay. So here is, according to Holly Weird. Okay, bitch. See, I done did something, girl. What I done did, girl. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me start touching shit. Okay. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I be learning something new every time I use the software, child. Okay. So according to Hollywood Unlocked, FTN Bae speaks out after Doodie Lo wins $11 million in defamation lawsuit. Quote, I didn't have an attorney. I was standing on my own $10. Baby, $10 is all she gonna have when Doodie is done with her. Earlier this week, rapper Doodie Lo was awarded $11 million after winning his defamation lawsuit against ex-girlfriend FTN Bae, who claimed he sexually abused her 5-year-old son. As previously reported back in October of 2021, FTN Bae shared a video of her son where viewers can hear him talking about being assaulted by his mom's former boyfriend. When online users caught wind of the video, Doodie Lo immediately faced backlash, and FTN Bae went ahead and used her social media platform to continue to blast the entertainer. However, the OTF rapper was not happy about the slander and quickly defended himself while claiming that he was innocent. In the midst of the FTN shockingly recanted her story and sent an apology to Lo, but then later claimed in a follow-up that she was actually forced to do that. Now, after getting his legal team involved and following a thorough investigation, Doodie Lo was eventually able to clear his name on February 28th. FTN Bae was arrested and also charged with perjury. My God, today. This is some deep shit, y'all. After losing her legal battle, she has now taken to social media to speak out. In a lengthy IG story post, she starts by saying, quote, I wasn't in the courtroom for a trial. There was a trial conducted without me to defend myself. Of course I lost. I never got to represent my case. It was a one-sided case. I was set up to be arrested before trial. These people pulling all the stops just so I can't tell my story because I would win. I didn't have an attorney. I was standing on my own 10 and the truth. But instead of me getting the opportunity to fight my case, I was backdoored. She continued. A trial cannot happen if a person involuntarily didn't show up. It was made to look like I just didn't show up. That's how trial happened without me. I was not arrested for lying on trial under oath. You haven't even ever lied to begin with. I'm just getting set up by the police yet again. This is the second time I was arrested on bullshit. This has to stop. The system is so corrupt. People do strange things for a little price of change. Stop believing the internet without knowing what the F going on. These blogs don't report for real. They just be talking ish and don't even be fact checking for real. But again, I don't care about the internet. I'm going to make sure everything is needed to be done to get justice for me and mine always. All praise to the Most High. This is a big battle for me and the demons testing my faith. But I don't give up easily, and I have all faith that my enemies will have their time. This is just a part of my story, and I'ma still stand 10 toes down. She must be the stepdaughter of Bishop Criminal Head, honey. Them and this 10 toes down shit, okay? So here is that post, okay, from her Insta story, okay. Following his win, Doodie Lo exclusively released a statement to us saying, quote, I just wanted justice and awareness to the pain that me and my family endured during this trial. Being innocent and falsely accused for something so evil traumatized me for so long. He added, like I said earlier, just awareness. It's time we acknowledge men who are falsely accused for sex crimes they did not commit. We need a voice too. No disrespect to the Me Too movement, which is important, but we have to address those who are innocent and how these type of situations can ruin the lives of the innocent. Woo, child. Okay? So, as you guys see here, baby, Doodie Lo was vindicated accordingly. And of course, FTN Bae is not fucking having it. Okay? FTN Bae, as you guys can see, claims that she was arrested prior to trial, which is why she could not attend. As a result, he got a default win. I don't even know if that's constitutional, to be honest. I also don't know if it's true that she was locked up, or if she was even locked up for anything that was related to the case, because maybe she was locked up because her son was found home alone cooking mac and cheese on the stove, as he told investigators. Who fucking knows why FTN Bae was in fucking jail. But nonetheless, she is pissed to the highest pistivity. Now, Doodie Lo is going to be on a mission to spread awareness about men who are falsely accused of sex crimes of all crime. Doodie Lo mentioned the Me Too movement, okay? Which is, as Doodie Lo said, a necessary movement. But like all movements, there is a dark and counter shadow side of that movement. You guys know last year, a year before last, I did a live stream titled The Dark Side of the Me Too Movement, which we spoke about a lot of cases that have been mainstream and published regarding men whose lives were destroyed as a result of claims that they had gang raped a woman, claims that they had sexually assaulted a woman, everybody from athletes to college campus male students. Some of these men were so overwhelmed by the lies and the allegations told by them, which oftentimes led to a deletion of scholarships, the typical things that follow when you're canceled and when you're being treated as guilty before you get to prove your innocence, okay? Some of these men even took their own lives. There was one particular story that I remember covering in that live stream that involved a girl who had a crush. She was an adult woman, college student, had a crush on another guy, one of the big guys on campus. She tried to come on to him. He rejected her affections. She then went and told college campus patrol that him and his friends gang raped her at a college party. Fine tooth comb through an investigation, no such thing ever occurred. The woman admitted that she fucking lied, and she lied because she was angry, she felt rejected, and guess what this guy had did? Committed suicide. He never even made it to see his vindication. He lost his scholarship, he lost footing in his fraternity as a result. He was absolutely devastated. And there are stories upon stories upon stories upon stories like this where men are destroyed by such allegations. You guys know that Usher also experienced something similar during his controversial era where people were claiming that he had given them this and given them that through sexual contact. A particular individual who came forward was Tasha Sharpton. Okay, she was a heavyset woman who claimed that she met Usher at a concert. They went back to his hotel. Boom, pow, boom, pow, boom, pow. Made very fucked up claims about Usher. Got taxpayers' dollars involved. Even got the attention of corrupted celebrity attorney Lisa Bloom and her fucked out ass. And they did press conferences for weeks on end, got the media attention, and 3 weeks into media coverage and press conference, Tasha Sharpton admitted that her stupid ass lied and that she wanted to know what 15 minutes felt like. This girl was willing to put an STI on her pussy just to experience significance and viralness. This woman was willing to admit that Usher had allegedly turned her punani into green mashed potatoes for the sake of experiencing fame. This is the level of insanity and clout chasing that exists in the world. Okay? You guys might have remembered the famous trial of Bill Cosby in his infamous era. Okay? And a very well-known clout chaser who attached herself to the moment was ex-supermodel Janice Dickinson, who took the stand and claimed that she had been groomed and coerced and that he had essentially raped her. And then prosecutors had to pull out a goddamn memoir that was published by Janice about her life years and years prior, where she puts in her tell-all this consensual experience with Cosby in a hotel. The bitch forgot the cat was already out of the bag. Okay? So she had to go on quite a bit of an apology tour as a result of being shamed before the damn devil. Not shamed before the devil, girl. But shamed because she was on her bald-headed hoe shit doing the devil's work. Okay? People lie. And they lie for terrible reasons. Broken, lonely, bored, and desperate. And will jump on any fucking bandwagon that exists. Which brings me to my next point, because I'm not going to be here long. Unhinged with Foloco K interviewed FTN Bae last year. She literally brought rapper Doodie Lo and his ex-girlfriend into her cellar at 2 different points in time and got Doodie Lo's side and then got FTN Bae's side, but also cross-examined the living shit out of her to the point that Unhinged exposed FTN Bae right there on the spot to her face, which almost led to a legendary ass whipping. But because FTN Bae already had one foot that was in a cast, she didn't want to give up her only good foot to launch it in the nooks and crevices of Unhinged's booty damn cheeks. Okay? She needed at least one goddamn foot to hop around on. Okay? What I thought was so interesting when, matter of fact, Unhinged came onto my platform that night. The night that I reported on the interview and the case, she had hit the StreamYard link, came up on the platform. That video is still, here to see. And she was very, very, very much so convinced that FTN Bae had lied, period. Okay? As far as she was concerned, between FTN Bae changing her story multiple times, then falling back after FTN Bae thought that her and Doodie Lo were going to get back together. She was so enamored at the thought that her and Doodie Lo were going to get back together that she even allowed her son, who she believed was sexually assaulted by Doodie Lo, to actually speak to Doodie Lo on speakerphone. Okay? She even went forward on a live stream and said that her son lied, etc. ... I mean, it was a hot fucking mess. And Unhinged gave FTN Bae ass that motherfucking work. Okay? And we know primarily because FTN's Bae good foot, her good ass kicking foot, was in a boot. Okay, it was in a cast. Okay, that's the real reason why Unhinged was so damn ballsy. But nonetheless, she gave her that work. Which brings me to my next point. I find it inconceivable that the level of directness, passion, and fact-finding that she did in Doodie Lo's situation with FTN Bae, she completely abandoned when it came to Larry Reid Live. Now, we've already concluded that Unhinged only went after Larry because he failed to invest $200,000 of his hard-earned Google AdSense check, okay, into a project that she is working on. To make matters worse, she gave him an ultimatum in choosing between me and her, and obviously we see what choice was made. So then, out of petty retaliation, she went after Larry Reid and weaponized Larry's own FTN Bae, aka Lavontre Smollett. And if you look at these two situations, they're almost parallel. They're not the same. But here it is. You have a male entertainer who is being accused by his ex-girlfriend of doing something that is sexually inappropriate and violating to her 5-year-old son. She can't produce any evidence despite going to the authorities, despite taking a lie detector test, despite taking her son to the hospital, despite. And guess who was willing to sit in front of her face and spite the hell out of her lack of convincibility, for one, and her lack of receipts. But then the same demonic, bald-headed, wandering spirit turns around, of course, and doesn't do her job as it relates to Lavontre. Instead of her taking that same Unhinged that caught herself being integral, that caught herself seeking the truth and seeking the facts, and standing on principle, stands before Lavontre Smollett in a ran-down wood-paneled home in North Carolina and just allows him to run his motherfucking dick sucker. And what she never does in return is pull out any of the receipts that prove that he's a fucking liar. Because just like FTN Bae pussy popped and changed her motherfucking story several different times, so has Lavontre Smollett, since he's been running that cock blower since 2020. Okay? And just like she criticized and chastised and ostracized FTN Bae for willing to back down as long as Doodie Lo was interested in getting back with her, Unhinged never addresses Lavontre Smollett and why he remained in Larry's ministry for several years after initially citing these allegations against him. She showed every fucking flip show, every slideshow of all of FTN Bae's contradictions since initially making those allegations against Doodie Lo. But she never makes Lavontre Smollett address him changing up his fucking age in every single interview, him making false statements about a police report that led to an imaginary investigation, and how the Raleigh Police Department was subpoenaed, and come to find out there was no such fucking investigation. Larry's name wasn't even on the goddamn police report. His name wasn't even in the goddamn database. The police report wasn't even assigned an investigator. It was literally a frivolous police report. And to add insult to injury, it was a frivolous police report that was filed 10 days after Lavontre Smollett would be charged with theft by taking, because he allegedly ran off with another musician's equipment, who went live and exposed his ass in 2018. And then hit up Larry because Lavontre told this musician that Larry was his father. And because Larry didn't bail his ass out of his thievery and his financial issues, because this musician also found out in running after Lavontre for his drum set that this nigga had done pawned his equipment for money. So he did what any other logical person seeking his shit would do. Charged it to the goddamn police station, baby, and filed a legit police report that led to charges and Lavontre being booked and busy down there at the Raleigh Police Department. He was down there for 2-3 fucking days, booked, and throwing that ass in an alleged circle, baby, just to make a phone call to his mother. And does Unhinge address any of that in her sit down? No. She intentionally avoids cross-examining Lavontre or his good cooking arm ass mammy, who wanted to be in the WNBA in 1985. 10 years before the goddamn WNBA, or the WBA, the WNBA would fucking exist or manifest. Fuck just happened? My goddamn internet went the hell out. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. 10 years before the guy. Okay, hold on. I think I froze. At some point, girl. I'm back, child. I told y'all, it's a lot of weird shit happening in my home. It's just, there's a lot of things happening, girl. The covers are blowing back off my face, girl. It's all type of shit going on, okay? All type of shit going on, okay? Y'all seen it for yourself, girl, okay? Nonetheless, okay? I just think that it's cute, and it's very interesting and fucking fascinating that Unhinged literally gets exposed for literally being on her bald-headed hoe shit, because we see her literally take an entirely different route when she's in favor of a person, and then because she's not in favor of a person, she doesn't do her due diligence and provide due processing accordingly. Okay? She just allows Lavontre Smollett to run his motherfucking mouth and just ooze out lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. The nigga literally lied for an hour and 37 minutes, and not even lied based upon opinion. Not even lied like we're just gonna say he lied because we like Larry. No, literally no, he's lying because he's already spoken on 2 different occasions in a year and a half worth of time, and we have his own timeline, his own narrative to put side by side with him. Yeah, and there's no journalistic integrity on Unhinged's part at all. Okay? And I just want to highlight to y'all just how dangerous, vile, and malicious people are. Okay? Unhinged knew exactly what she was doing. Okay? You guys have seen the text messages between her and Larry, where she's literally telling Larry to sue the accuser and sue the whack asshole who interviewed the goddamn accuser. And then gets on her own platform and blatantly lies and says, I never knew. I didn't know anything. Just lies. Lies. But I want y'all to take a look at that sit down when you get a chance. If you ain't got nothing else to do this weekend, take a look at that sit down and watch Unhinged be so relentless in pursuit of the truth, baby, as it relates to FTN Bae. And then compare that to the job she absolutely did not do when it comes to Lavontre. Not that we expected her to, because we know this is all driven out of maliciousness. It's driven out of grievance. It's driven out of being vindictive. So we never expected her to be integral to begin with. She knows Lavontre is a liar her damn self, which is why she continued to sustain a friendship and relationship to Larry. Even after it was all said and done. Her and Larry at one point shared the same lawyer, Olga, who was actually given to Larry by Unhinged. Unhinged had all type of interesting insight into the case already because of her proximity to Olga. But because she's mad and she's angry at Larry, she weaponizes Larry's FTN Bae. Okay? No receipts. No nothing. You made these allegations against Larry in 2009, and your own mama admits in her interview that she didn't even believe your ass. Didn't even come back to see about Lavontre almost until a month later. Unhinged don't address any of that. Intentionally doesn't address it. Because addressing it would expose the fuck shit for what it was. But because this is about making the fuck shit into reality, of course we can't do any critical thinking. Of course we can't use our smart parts. Of course. Can't do any of that. Because we gotta sell the bullshit. And now for those who were questioning Unhinged's sincerity as it relates to her attempting to perpetuate and launch off a failed smear campaign against Larry, you will know that she's intentionally being malicious and intentionally being stupid intentionally not upholding journalistic integrity. And all you have to do to discover that and to confirm that and run the receipt on that is look at Unhinged's interview with FTN Bae. I mean, it was stellar. Stellar. Unhinged was critical. She had her shit together. She asked all the necessary questions. She challenged shit that didn't make sense. But then, a year later, she sits down with Lavontre under the guise that she's really standing in the gap and that this just landed on her desk. Which is fine, okay? Even if we're going to believe and run with Unhinged's bullshit. Fine! It landed on your desk. Let's just go with her lying, imaginary-ass narrative, okay? Cool. Have no problem with it landing on your desk. But, bitch, how do you explain not being the Unhinged that was in front of FTN Bae in front of Lavontre Smollett? Because the receipts were mounting in terms of Larry's innocence and his defense. And you presented not one fucking countermeasure and did not utilize not any of those receipts. You didn't even utilize Laventre's own inconsistencies against himself. Hell, set Larry aside. Set the mounting avalanche of evidence to support his own innocence that he had available, that I splattered all over the fucking internet. Put that aside. At the least, you still had Laventre's own inconsistencies. And you intentionally disregarded challenging, being critical, and being a truth seeker. And I just think that it's funny. Thank you, IG. I just think that it's funny. I just think that it's fucking funny. So because now we have two similar situations regarding an accuser and male entertainers, and we have two different interviews involving one weird ass felt wannabe Wendy Williams Oprah Winfrey. We have something to compare and contrast with. We have two different interviews, and those interviews prove that Unhinged attempting to weaponize the male version of, I can't even call him really the male version of FTN Bae, because unlike FTN Bae, she was in relationship to Doodie Lo, even though that was romantic. He was in relationship as a mentee, as an orphan child, as a fatherless teenager to Larry. And you have accusers, you have these male models, and just like in FTN situation, no receipts, no fucking nothing. Change up her story just like Lavontre changed up his story over and over again. FTN Bae explicitly just flat out lied at times. Lavontre explicitly just fucking lied at times. The nigga literally said he met Larry when he was 15. Then said 14. Then told Unhinged that he was walking around in Walmart with Larry at 14 years of age. But his own mama in her interview said she left his ass at the church they were initially members of. She left him there with that pastor. She went on to be a part of Breakthrough Ministries. And her 14-year-old son were going to 2 separate churches. He was still playing the organ and banging on steps and bricks and shit for the original church, while she was titty bouncing in the goddamn nosebleeds of the Breakthrough Temple, getting her fake ass Holy Ghost on. But yet, you don't even clock it, but you hear it. You hear it and intentionally do not fucking clock the blatant fucking lie. And not only do you not clock him about it, by the time the third interview happened, or his interview comes around for the second time around, because at this point, he's got on an entirely different city trends aesthetic in his final interview. Unhinged would have already had time to evaluate his first interview with her, the mama's interview. She would have already had shit to explore, to put a what you call that shit? A magnifying glass to. And she comes back, and not only does she not clock him about being 14 meeting Larry, despite telling Bishop that he was 15 going on 16 when he met Larry, and then telling her that he was 14 walking through Walmart with Larry, when your own mama already discounted the fact that you knew Larry. Y'all wasn't even a part of his church when you were 14. Your mama already told me that in the second fucking interview, that she left you back at that church. And the reason why the big aunt bitch didn't want to clarify to Unhinged how long she had left him there before she transitioned him to the Breakthrough Ministry. Because remember, when Unhinged asked her pancake flipping ass, how long was it, big draws, before you would pull your son, your 14-year-old son, out of a church with a pastor that started doing things in such a way you had to literally evict yourself from the church, but you leave your child there? You go on to get the safety, but you leave him in the initial ministry with a church and a people and a persons you don't even like or agree with, or start to get this diabolical feeling about. But you leave him. Just like you was leaving his ass at home by himself, which is why you would come home and find 10 different cars in your front yard after you would tell his ass that nobody's allowed to be in your house when you're not there. And he's 10, 11 years old. And when Unhinged asked her, how much time lapsed, ma'am? Remember, she scratched her wig. And she said, I don't really remember. All of a sudden, she don't remember now. What she does fucking remember is that Larry has on, he allegedly wears eyeliner. Oh, yeah, it did look like he was wearing eyeliner at times. She did remember that there was another motherfucking woman that Larry dated in the interim of being on again, off again with motherfucking Lisa. She did remember every motherfucking rumor she ever heard about Larry during her time in the ministry. But what the fuck she don't remember, all of a sudden, conveniently and ironically, is everything that pertains to her motherfucking ass. All of a sudden now, she suffers from amnesia and she don't know quite how much time, it wasn't, I don't really know, but it wasn't that long. Bitch, it was 2 fucking years that you allowed him to play at a church you didn't agree with under the leadership of a man that started moving in such a way you couldn't even stand being there anymore. So not only does Unhinge not clock Lavontre, she doesn't even motherfucking clock the lying ass mammy and all of her horrendous fucking parenting and all of her own fucking inconsistencies. She don't even double down on her motherfucking ass. Not about nothing. And of course, this was by design. This is the only reason why I bring this up. Just to show you, because this Doodie Lo shit reminded me of the interview that she did Unhinged with FTN Bae. And she didn't let her foot off FTN Bae motherfucking neck. Despite FTN Bae being just as receiptless and a pussy popping line ass whore as Lavontre Smollett was. They literally came to the table with the same receiptlessness. And yet, because she likes Doodie Lo, she made sure to do her due diligence. But because she don't like Larry at this point, let the shit fly up against the wall, baby. Let explosive diarrhea just hit all the walls and the sink and the tub and the rug and the motherfucking marble floor, baby. Just let it splatter everywhere, baby. Just let the recklessness commence. And I just want to point out that I just think that it's mighty motherfucking funny. I want y'all to take a look at that interview between Unhinged and Miss FTN Bae. If Lavontre and FTN Bae are the same motherfucker, and yet she completely tries to sell Lavontre Smollett over as somebody who really had what it takes to champion behind his allegations against Larry Reid publicly. She calls out FTN Bae for lying, for being inconsistent, for prioritizing her desire to be with and be chosen and picked by Doodie Lo, to the point that you allowed your 5-year-old son, who you're claiming in front of me you believe, to have a conversation with the man that you say you believe did this to your son. But because he told y'all that y'all could work on y'all situation and work on y'all relationship, you were willing to bring the same son you're trying to sell to me that you believe. Sell him out to Doodie Lo. And then willing to recant and retract your claims while you sit in the cellar and tell me, I believe my son. Fast forward, she sits down with a Lavontre and never questions him. Sir, you claimed this man made you dance naked in the hallway. Wow. Back in 2009, you claimed he did this to you in 2009. But you remained in his church for several years after the fact. Your mother remains in his ministry for another year or two after the fact. Sir, you're claiming that this man did this to you, but he cuts you off in 2017. He blocks you. You're upset that the man you accusing of doing this to you as a 14, 15, 16, whatever age you are now, because whatever age you wanted to be, bitch, because you done changed it so many times. You're upset at him. Why would you be upset, Lavontre? And then ironically, in your dissertation about how wrong he is for blocking you and cutting you off and distancing himself from you, then you go to accuse him of what you had already accused him of. over a decade ago. Huh? And then you turn around the next year and file a police report against Larry, a frivolous police report, 10 days after you're charged with theft by taking, and Larry doesn't bail you out. In 2009, you nor your mother ran to the police. But you're willing to go around the internet 11 years later, 12, 13 years later, and claim something about a person that your own mama didn't even believe. And it's one thing for her not to press the gas and do anything criminally or civilly, but bitch, you don't either. You gotta make the shit make sense. You tell the initial YouTube uploader that you don't want no smoke. You just wanted an apology. But according to the unsent message, if we let you tell it, then hell, you got your apology. So what is this about? But we know why you never presented the unsent message to Bishop Criminal Head or to the initial YouTube uploader. And it's because it wasn't a fucking apology. And even you knew it. So tell me, and I'm speaking as Unhinged. This was the job she was supposed to do. I hear what you're saying, Lavontre. But I have to be honest. There are a trillion inconsistencies in your story, and not according to Larry, not according to CTV, not according to his supporters, but according to you. There are a trillion inconsistencies because I've listened to your previous interviews. You've changed everything from where this happened at to what age it happened to you at. You're even here citing new claims against Larry. You telling me things you never shared. But then he went on to also do another interview with a low vibrational, unsuccessful YouTube uploader after the Unhinged interview. And he told that same unsuccessful, low-grade YouTuber that I'm going to tell you and share with you something I've never shared before. Now he has his own pattern of trying to rev up shit as he goes, dramatizing his lies over and over again. And Unhinged never says, sir, do you understand why this makes no sense? The way your mother handled this makes no sense. The way you handled this shit since 2009 makes no sense. And I can only come to believe that either one of y'all's actions does not make any logical or rational sense because it did not fucking happen. You know how Unhinged looked at FTN Bae eyes and told her eyebrows, bitch, I gotta ask you to leave my studio. And she took pride, baby, in making FTN Bae eat her bullshit. You came forward, Lavontre, and you lied, sir. You made a claim about a police report. You filed a police report out of pettiness because this man didn't bail you out, and you got charged accordingly for your actions. Then you tell the initial YouTube uploader and Bishop Criminal Head that police report led to a investigation that it never led to. You blatantly lied. You tell me you were 14, but you told Bishop Criminal Head you were 15, and then you told me a story about being 14 walking around with Walmart, but your mama already said you didn't know Larry when you were 14. You hadn't even been a part of his church. But you told me that by the time this all happened, between you and Larry and Walmart, this experience, that you were already drumming for him. Your mom said you were still drumming for the previous church. Y'all didn't transition at the same time. Your mother couldn't even provide me a believable explanation for why she didn't do anything. Your mom told me she was willing to handle it streetwise. But why would she have to jump to handling it streetwise, which she also never did, when she had other reasonable avenues to pursue justice? What Christian Holy Ghost woman jumps to street code as a remedy when she hadn't even entertained what her options were legally? And then when I asked your mother why she never even handled it the ghetto-fied way, she said because she didn't want to go to prison and do time and have the system remove her from you and your brother's life. But she never then afterwards decided to pursue any sensible form of justice. So it still doesn't make fucking sense. Now you know you don't want to go to jail for hurting Larry yourself over something you didn't even fucking believe, which is why it took you 3 fucking weeks to even return from St. Martin's back to the Breakthrough Ministries. And then you sit your ass around and don't do shit to bring your son to justice, and you don't even tell everybody the real reason why you remain in the ministry for years to come, and why Lavontre would be there for almost a decade afterwards. Because your son told you that he fucking lied. That's the only thing that makes the aftermath make sense. The only reason a mother would remain in a ministry after her child tells her on a evangelism mission that he was fondled by the pastor is because it never fucking happened. Duh! The only reason you would sit up under fucking Larry for 7 fucking years and then be mad that he cut your ass off is because you lied on this man. You didn't have no reason to get away from Larry. You liked him. You wanted to be like him. That's why you remained in his circle and you praised him publicly. You and your mother's behavior does not make any fucking sense. The only thing that makes sense of y'all's actions is the fact that you fucking lied. And because you told her that you lied, and you apologized to Larry, apologized to Shamaka, everything went back to fucking normal. Nobody who has commentated on the situation has provided a sound explanation for why Lavontre Smollett and Mrs. Smollett would return to the ministry and remain active members for years to come. The people who commentate and don't even deal with none of that. They just as goofy in the head as Unhinged is. But we know Unhinged know the truth. She's just intentionally being demonic. These other people are just dumb. Don't even have a reason. There's not one sensible fucking explanation for why not only you and your mammy would stay in this man's fucking ministry for almost a decade after the fact. I'm curious for you to talk to your mama in front of me about why the hell she didn't even believe you to the start. She literally told me she didn't believe you. And that was reflected in her actions because it took her 3 fucking weeks to get back to you. Your mother never took any other action after she decided she wasn't going to get justice the criminal way. So then what was keeping you from protecting your son? And then what was your mentality since you're Mother of the Year? And these allegations are supposed to be real. Let y'all tell it. So at some point in time, you leave after another year or 2 in the ministry after these allegations. But you sat back and you were comfortable and supported your son staying in the ministry with Larry for another 8 years, traveling the fucking country with this fucking band. Like, the reason why it's so intellectually dishonest is because it is dishonesty. That's why. When you get explicit lying and pussy popping, you can't begin to fucking rationalize nothing. But the biggest insult to injury is you are mad at the man you accuse of doing this to you because he cuts you off. As if you shouldn't have threw a fucking party. Because if you had endured the things you had fucking endured to begin with, there should have been no reason why you should have had proximity to this person from the start. Once you got your ass out of Dodge, you're supposed to stay your ass out of Dodge. You can't get here now in front of the public and act like some victimized ass heathen when you facilitated a relationship to this man for over 10 years. Well, no, I forgot. According to you, Lavontre, almost 10 years of friendship. And to this day, no legal action has been taken. To this day. To this day. You committed perjury socially over and over and over and over again. And there's an old saying in my community that the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. So once you start lying, you're just done. You're just done. Because the truth does not require lying. The truth does not require embellishing. The truth does not require any of that. The truth is the fucking truth. But you lied out of the gate. You lied about investigations. You lied about ages. You and your mom don't even have the same timeline or can't even be consistently on the same page. You're claiming she was 14. She said she left you behind in the previous church and conveniently couldn't recount how much time had lapsed before she brought you into the ministry, which would be 2 years later when you were 16. And Unhinged never does the responsible thing ever. She doesn't put her foot in the mama's ass. But she was rather challenging when it came to Blueface's mother. And, you know, her buffoonery. She called Blueface's mom out for being unconscious, being immature as hell, for not respecting her husband. You can see such a powerful contrast between the way unhinged, engaged Lavontre Smollett and his bullshit, and the way she engaged all these other individuals and their bullshit. Very disappointed and unhinged. Not that we expected anything differently, because once again, we know why it looks the way it looks. It's intentional. It's by design. It looks this way. This was not supposed to be about facts. But I just think it's so interesting that we have all of these powerful examples that show what Unhinge's intentions were, and her being intentionally uninterested in the truth and the facts. Didn't provide not one of them. And I want to say this too. The whole HIV thing, because I was in somebody's chat. I don't know who chat I was in. I was in somebody's chat, and somebody at the time, I think this was like last month, was like, why does Larry, why he got all these HIV tests? For one, I think anybody asking why Larry has all these HIV tests must be a bunch of dirty assholes. Because there's no reason why you should not have annual tests regarding your blood work, regarding your sexual health. There's no reason why someone should not have their fucking results. But I also think it's funny how people literally don't listen. If you let them tell it, their nosy has allowed them to hear both people. But when they get to talking, they inadvertently admit that they literally have only heard one side. Because Larry is a health freak, and he gets annual blood work done yearly, which also involves his STI results. Those STI results are in a basket of other results: cholesterol, diabetes, colon exams, all things that pertain to health and wellness. This is a packaged ordeal. We just was able to highlight the HIV results because those were the ones that were relevant to the allegation. But if you're fucking listening, you would know that the HIV tests are a part of a plethora of blood work that Larry undergoes annually regarding his health. To the point that now, this is a part of his fucking platform and his Patreon dynamics, where yearly him and the patrons all go get their blood work done to see where their levels are, their liquids are, their DNA is, to see what they got going on. So they know what they need to be doing, what they need to strengthen, what they're already doing well at, regarding their dieting, regarding their fitness, etc. If you listen, see, the reason why I can dismantle Laventre's shit is because I'm actively fucking listening. I'm not just listening to what Larry say. I'm also intentionally, actively listening to what Mr. Lavontre is saying. But all these other hoes are confused and then got the nerve to be nosy, but have comprehension issues, have selective fucking hearing, and are just fucking weird. Just weird. I think it's weird that these hoes think that it's abnormal for someone to have blood work results annually. So I'm going to assume that these are people who definitely don't go to the doctor. They only go to the doctor when some shit is falling out of the socket, when some shit is becoming unhinged, literally, when shit is turning blue and green, when organs are fucking being liquefied, that they didn't go run their ass off to the urgent care in the emergency room. That's it. That shit says a lot about people. For all the motherfuckers who were finding it weird that Larry would have all of his blood work results annually, would be able to show for 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and thought that shit was weird, just revealed how disgusting and funky these hoes is. Okay? Because, bitch, you should have all of your fucking results. Okay? Yearly and annually as well. But I just wanted to come in and indulge y'all, bruh. I done been here 84 minutes. This is good time, a little over an hour. I just shout out to Doodie Lo. Doodie Lo's case proves that every victim is not a victim. A motherfucker is a accuser. If they can't back up what the fuck they accusing the motherfucker of, then unfortunately you only get to be a victim in your damn mind. And those are the type of things you take up in another way. But coming to social media with accusations and then getting mad because a motherfucker can't defend themselves against that, and then you end up with shit on your fucking face like FTN Bae did. It happens. Why people fucking lie? Because people are imperfect, petty, emotionally immature, evil, vile, diabolical. And as the scriptures say, their father is the devil himself, okay? You are the son and daughter of Lucifer. Okay? Yeah. It happens. And it's unfortunate when it does. Larry's case is not a case of one man's word versus another. One man got a whole bunch of motherfucking evidence to support his plight, and one other man has done nothing but lie since he began running his mouth, and is even avoiding being process served, even avoiding being sued by Larry. That tells us everything we need to know about one's allegations. Doodie Lo is going to make it his mission to talk about these type of injustices done to men. I think that when people file frivolous police reports, when people lie, and there's trial and there's court, and those who are accused are vindicated, the people who were found to be the liars need deeper penalty than just a financial win. I think it should be a crime that is actionable and punishable by doing direct fucking time in prison. If you get your fucked out ass out here and you lie on somebody and you make these type of claims about someone, the cost of these type of lies not only cost people in this woke era to lose assets, to lose endorsement sponsors and jobs before they even get to have their plight even established or vetted or vindicated or dealt with by the courts. They already begin to lose, but the cost emotionally is overwhelming. People have taken their lives because they have been falsely accused of things that they have not done. Michael Jackson is a prime example. He had a multitude of motherfucking parents come out against him. And despite all of their unified efforts, this man was fucking innocent. They went out their way to try to make stick shit. They went out their fucking way to weaponize the fucking law. They even utilized white America to do it with. But God was standing behind MJ's motherfucking ass. We've seen this shit time and time and time again. And what if Michael Jackson would have just offed himself and taken his life before he would be vindicated? And what type of life is it for somebody to live in the aftermath of such allegations, even if they're proven to be innocent? Because look at Michael Jackson's life after the fact. Michael Jackson shriveled up in a way. Couldn't sleep, needed to be heavily medicated. He was never the same after the witch hunt against him. Motherfuckers need to go to jail for these type of lies. Because until the criminal justice system levels up on the consequences and repercussions of lying on a motherfucker, liars are going to continue to lie. People will continue to do this shit to people's legacies, to people's reputations, and to be this spiteful and vindictive when they don't get their fucking way, as long as the criminal justice system is willing to do nothing. All you get is a piece of fucking paper saying that you're cleared. But the damage already fucking done. The stigma can exist forever on. And the motherfucker who did all that gets to go into hiding and gets to go back into the obscurities of society and just go on with their fucking life after they've turned your shit upside the fucking down. No, bitch. Electric chair. No, bitch. Lethal fucking injection, ho. Death fucking row, bitch. Under the fucking prison. The fact that we have graveyards full of fucking men who have not done the things they were accused of and took their lives in the interims of due processing because of the emotional toll that these type of claims had on them, bitches need to be under the jail. Every last single motherfucking parent of those children that they used to lie on MJ with need to be in prison. Janice Dickinson need to have her ass in prison. Shanquaza Sharpton need to have her Burger King munching ass in fucking prison, bitch. Prison. How fucking dare you hijack the algorithm of a reputation a person has had to carve out with their own blood, sweat, and tears. And because you in your fucking fee-fees, you feel you can just come and take a big shit in that person's name and then go take a front row seat and watch devastation ensue. And then even if you're held to the fucking fire and cross for what you've done, you still have the luxury of returning back to your life as is. No, ma'am. That is a gross miscarriage of justice. And until this out of whack, dysmorph criminal justice system reforms itself and does fucking better and provides more fucking infrastructure and protection against and for those who are accused, weird ass motherfucking hoes like Janice Dickinson, White America against MJ, Shanquaja Sharpton, Lavontre Smollett, are going to continue to be about they fucking pussy popping because there's no pressure to do anything else but be on your bald-headed hoe shit. If you don't provide the law, motherfuckers will be lawless. So it's not making no motherfucking sense to me why a bitch can get time for committing perjury before the United States courts. But a motherfucker lying on another motherfucker is not considered perjury in the court of public opinion and punishable to the same fucking extent. What makes the fucking United States courts any motherfucking different from any other innocent fucking person that's had to deal with a lying ass fucking hoe? Everyday fucking citizens should have their lives honored in the very same. So I can go to jail for lying to a fucking judge, but I don't have to go to jail for lying on you. Even though my lies costed you your life, costed you tangible, measurable things in your life. The bitch in the robe gets to be put on a pedestal. The fucking courts get to be put on a fucking pedestal. Dare thee not lie. And if dare to, baby, suffer the unmerciful hands of the system. But everyday fucking people have to live with the consequences of a motherfucker lying on them while also knowing that that motherfucker gets to wake up and kiss their children and go back to fucking work and carry on in their existence like nothing ever fucking happened. And then this same country is wondering why motherfuckers go postal. America is sick. And America needs to do the fuck damn better. Okay? So, I just wanted to come and bring that to you guys. I got a hot topics. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I might be back today. I'm starting to feel my sleep coming on me, girl. So, if y'all don't see me later on today, you will see me tomorrow for hot topics. Matter of fact, speaking of the doctor will also be in the building next week, okay? So be expecting the doctor to pooch on through. We're going to be getting into some fucking things right here, live and in color on the Consciouztv motherfucking platform. I want you guys to check out Unhinged's interview with FTN Bae, baby. And then I want you to think about the way that those fucking interviews were conducted with Lavontre Smollett and his motherfucking no-neck having ass mammy. I want you to compare the motherfucking two. Okay? I want you to continue to thumbs up this video. Like, subscribe if you're fucking new here. Is my phone dead? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Hold on. It's my room is in tea. It's just my room is in tea, girl. I'm hungry. Y'all can probably hear my damn stomach growling. This ain't Angela. Thank you so much for your Cash App donation, Angela. Thank you. God bless you, Angela. I love you. You guys know all donation information is in the description box below, girl. It's also on the ticker scrolling, and my mods always routinely, repost the link, girl. I'm about to go eat because the bitch is hungry and the bitch is tired, and I hope my mama don't come down from heaven fucking with me today. Okay? I don't need her pulling off my damn wig, pulling off my goddamn covers or nothing. Mama, stay your ass in heaven, honey. Okay? Your son need his the king needed sleep today. Okay? So y'all pray. Mama, keep her ass in heaven, girl. I don't know why the Lord allowed her ass to come down, girl. For those who know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I love you guys. Shout out to Angela. I will see you guys later. Thumbs up on your way out. God bless you all. Have a safe and amazing weekend. And I will see you all before the weekend is out, baby. We got other things to also get into, okay? Peace.